Our attention now to your first warning weather forecast. We do have an impact day tomorrow.
Yeah, now first warning, Chief Meteorologist Jason Simpson here with us now. Jason, time out these incoming risks for us.
This is more of the same thing we had yesterday, the same thing that we've had today. There is a risk that a storm or two could be severe or that they could cause some flooding, and that has happened across parts of West Alabama. I want to go in and show you what's happening around Pell City. The heavy downpour that was up here on 78 and on Interstate 20 has begun to collapse a little bit. It's no longer as heavy as it was, but that's still enough rain to be able to hear it on the rooftops here right along Logan Martin and then crossing into Talladega County. Another heavy one, Cumberland Road, just to the south of St. Clair Shores, and some lightning happening around Vincent and Harpersville. You may still hear some thunder. This is tracking over toward Alabama 235, just north of Coosa Pines in Talladega County. And then over in West Alabama, a flood warning is in effect in Pickens County, Sumter County, and Greene County. From Sumter County emergency managers, a water rescue took place in the community of Panola just a little while ago. This is 24-hour rainfall. So 2 days worth of thunderstorms has more than 5 inches of rain around Barnes Bend and Pleasant Ridge. Most of Pickens County about 2 to as many as 4 inches of rain. West Greene's had over 2 inches. But the farther northeast you go up toward Benevola, Morrows Grove, Mantua, it hadn't been quite as significant. Similar around the city of Tuscaloosa. We've had rain. It just hasn't been quite as bad as what you saw back there across parts of western Alabama. And then our isolated downpours that continue around Chilton County beginning to fizzle out too. Watch this from earlier today. There go the big thunderstorms blowing up in West Alabama that created that flooding. Then here comes some of the rain-cooled air. A little shelf cloud comes over. Rain comes in behind it. Most of the rain stayed on the west side of Vance tonight, though. And tomorrow, it may be the east side. It may come right through town. Everything's still somewhat hit or miss. But a few of the storms could be strong, and it's mainly strong wind gusts that we're concerned about. That's why the Storm Prediction Center has posted this marginal level 1 risk of a severe thunderstorm. It covers a broad area, but think of it this way. It's not going to storm in all these counties. What they've done is drawn a fence around where they think the stronger storms could develop tomorrow. And since it's a lower threat, I think the wind gusts are only up to about 60 miles per hour. Lightning and heavy rain, which are not necessarily severe parts of a storm, that's going to be the most impactful thing for most of us. Starting as early as 11 o'clock in the morning, a batch of showers will develop up toward the shoals. If you are traveling north tomorrow, northwest Alabama, Tennessee, they're not going to have a lot of thunderstorms. After 1 p.m., through about 9 p.m., storms are moving down toward the south, and we'll, of course, keep an eye on those the entire way through. This should be over by about 9 or 10 o'clock tomorrow evening. Out in the Gulf of Mexico, the National Hurricane Center has been watching this area for a while now. There's low potential for tropical development. Heavy rain and storms are near the coast, and the greatest potential for any development would come next weekend. And speaking of the weekend, we've got the holiday ahead of us, the 4th of July on the way. Birmingham's going to be hot and mostly dry. I think the chance of any rain is less than about 10%. And then at the beach, a low chance of some scattered storms. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 80s there. So let's look at this tomorrow afternoon. Scattered thunderstorms developing. Some of these, especially near and south of Interstate 20, may have some strong gusty winds, lots of lightning, and there may also be some localized flash flooding. But the big picture is that after tomorrow, things start to get much drier. There may be a brief shower or storm early Wednesday, but then Thursday and for Friday on the 4th of July, hardly any risk of significant widespread thunderstorms. This weekend, the humidity will come up ever so slightly, and so does the temperature. So it feels hot, it feels humid, and we've got those scattered daily afternoon storms in the forecast.